And I'm back. Not too sure what happened there, but sound cut out and then the recording program crashed. So that's good. But we're back. And I believe I was talking about Joe. Uh, I could see a scenario where Joe gets the boot. He is the odd man out, but I doubt it. So yeah, it's probably a good spot for Joe on Chris's list. There. All right, moving to number 8. Moving to number 8. I have Rodney here because he is just such a hothead. He could go home at any point. This guy could be gone any episode. Um, but again, their tribe's not going to lose, so he's probably safe. All right. Who does Chris have after Joe? Well, it's Kelly. It's Kelly. And Kelly, he says, is well liked. So she's probably not going anywhere. I agree. She's well liked and she's needed right now. And nobody knows that she's a cop, which is really cool. Uh really, really good play from her so far in terms of that. Anyway, hiding profession. Um yeah, okay. She's well liked. Perfect. Number 9, Joaquin. Joaquin. I think he's probably safe regardless. Again, these picks in the middle are always so hard to order because these are people that are probably safe, but there is a situation where that could arise that could get them sent home. I don't think he's in any danger, but it's possible. So I have him at 9. For Chris, he's got Haley here. Haley. And this is where our two lists really differ. Or the beginning of it. I don't understand why she's so low. I mean, she's definitely at the bottom because that tribe is going to lose the challenge, but it's really kind of interesting. Actually, he's got the entire. I just realized that. It's the entire Eskameka tribe for him in the top 7. And the entire Nagarote tribe will be in the bottom 6. That's actually really funny. Okay. So then in that situation, he has Kelly as the safest person on that tribe, and then Haley. And because they kind of share a brain, he's also got Jen right after that. There's Jen. For Haley, he says she's tight with Jen and Carolyn, and for Jen, he says she's tight with Haley and Carolyn. So, yes, probably. Yeah, okay. Now that I understand why the picks are where they are for him, I get it. All right. Gotcha. He's really banking on that tribe losing, which I think is a pretty safe bet. All right, for me, number 10 is Dan the man. And this is just, I'm at the point now in my list where I'm putting the people that, all right, they could definitely go home. If that tribe loses, it could be Dan. Pretty easily. And actually, my next pick is Mike. So forget what I said earlier, because apparently when I made this list, I did not think that Mike would be the safer of the two. So yeah, Mike is 11 for me. Again, I just think there's a possibility that one of them could go home. Should that tribe lose, they won't. All right. Where are we in Chris's list? We're at Will. Will. So out of the Nagarote tribe, he has Will as the 3rd least safe, or 4th safest, whatever. So he's kind of right in the middle. I don't necessarily disagree. I think he's in more danger than Carolyn, who he has next. So this is where we disagree there. Carolyn has an idol. I think she's absolutely fine. And I mean, they're all insulated because they have one free vote, which is get rid of Shireen. And just to round this out, I have Will here at number 12. I think after Shireen, he's the next one to go, but Chris and I both agree, pretty easy selection here. Shireen is in the most danger in this game right now. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But we'll see. Tonight, I'm really excited. It's Survivor Night in 5 hours. 6 hours. Math is hard. All right. Doesn't even matter. I didn't actually read what he said. He's for Carolyn. He says, can totally see Jen and Haley bumping her since their alliance doesn't actually need her anymore. If he's looking at it that way, that's interesting. But she has the idol, so I think she's still safe. But that's an interesting way to look at it. I think that's possible. But I think Shireen is just too obvious for the next one. And for Shireen, he says she's insane in the membrane. And I think that's a perfect way to close this out. So that's going to do it for the power rankings. Really, really short compared to what we usually do, I think. But it's really hard to get it back and forth on your own. So that's going to do it for us this week. Hopefully we can get next week's recap up a little bit earlier. Both of us are going to be busy on Thursday, which is the ideal day that we'd like to record. So we're not going to be able to record then. It'll most likely come up Monday or Tuesday of next week. So look for it then. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and we'll see you next week.